Welcome to our quick summary series. This is a quick fire summary video. For a longer, more detailed explanation, head over to reviseitright.com. Make sure you subscribe to our channel and turn on that notification bell so you don't miss our 10 minutes a day daily revision, uploaded every day. And if you do enjoy this video, please give it a like. Kinetic energy is the energy an object has because it is moving. The equation for kinetic energy is kinetic energy equals half times mass times speed squared. Kinetic energy is measured in joules, mass in kilograms, and speed in meters per second. Let's go through a worked example. Calculate the kinetic energy of a year 10 student with a mass of 55 kilograms swinging back on their chair and falling off it at a speed of 0.6 meters per second. In step 1, we're always going to write down the values that we know. Here we can see that the mass is 55 kilograms, so we're going to write that down. Here we can see that the speed is 0.6 meters per second, so we're going to write that down. In step 2, we can then input these values into the equation. Kinetic energy equals 0.5 times 55 kilograms, which is the mass, times 0.6 meters per second squared, because that's the speed. Therefore, kinetic energy equals 9.9. The unit of this is joules, so it's 9.9 joules. Gravitational potential energy is the energy an object has due to its position. The equation we need to remember is change in object's gravitational potential energy is equal to mass times gravitational field strength times change in height. Gravitational potential energy is measured in joules, mass in kilograms, gravitational field strength in newtons per kilogram, and change in height in meters. Let's go through a worked example. A window cleaner whose mass is 65 kilograms is cleaning the first floor windows, which are 2.5 meters above the ground. The third floor windows are 7.5 meters above the ground. The gravitational field strength is 9.8 newtons per kilogram. How much GPE would she gain climbing the third floor? Step 1, we're going to write the values that we know. So here we can see the mass is 65 kilograms. We're going to write that down. The gravitational field strength is 9.8. We're going to write that down. The third floor windows are 7.5 meters above the ground. And the first floor windows are 2.5 meters above the ground. So we're going to write both of those down. So to work out the change in height, we can just do 7.5, take away 2.5, which equals to 5. So we can now start filling in the equation. We can first do the mass, which is 65. We can times that by the gravitational field strength, which is 9.8. And that is then times by the change in height, which we worked out to be 5. This is 3,185 joules. Remember, energy measured in joules, so we have to put our unit. Elastic potential energy is the energy stored in a spring object when you stretch or squash it. The equation is elastic potential energy equals half times spring constant times extension squared, whereas elastic potential energy is measured in joules, spring constant in newtons per meter, and extension squared in meters. Let's go through a worked example. How much work must be done to compress a spring by 4.0 meters if the spring constant is 55 newtons per meter? Step 1, we can write the values that we have. The extension is 4 meters and the spring constant is 55 newtons per meter. We can now use these two values to work out the work done and therefore the elastic potential energy. So elastic potential energy is going to equal 0.5 times 55, which is the spring constant. And then we're then going to times this by extension squared, so times 4.0 squared. Elastic potential energy is therefore equal to 440 joules. You have now learnt about the equations for kinetic energy, gravitational potential energy, and elastic potential energy. You will find a summary of this information below. Make sure you test yourself using the quiz on reviseItRight.com. Remember to subscribe to our channel and turn on that notification bell so you don't miss our 10 minutes a day daily revision uploaded every day. And if you did enjoy this video, please give it a like. We are super excited here on reviseitright.com about the launch of our brand new website. I just wanted to quickly take you through some of the amazing features on our site. Here you can make a profile just like you can on other social media websites, but this one is all about revision, the very first of its kind. You can write in questions here, for example, so can someone help me with the function of bile? You can post it and one of our tutors or another member of the community will get back to you. We're really excited about the revision community we can make here. If you go to the Learn part, here you can have access to text, videos, and quizzes from all the topics you will need in GCSE Science. You'll have access to all the summary videos that we have on YouTube, but also much longer videos that aren't available on YouTube that go into real detail on each topic. We will also have daily and weekly revision challenges for each biology, chemistry, and physics, new challenges each day. And this will link in with the leaderboard so you can compare how you're doing to how everyone else is doing. And really excitingly, you can also book extremely cheap group and private revision classes with one of our tutors. We'll be updating the website all the time, so head on over to reviseitright.com and sign up for a free account today.